Good thing y'all don't live near us, because I've never successfully changed a diaper. But I did teach y'all how to spit when you were little.
Yep. She didn't have y'all out there doing that one day.
And look, ice cream off their lip way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, yeah, you just stick it in random spots on your face and see how far you can reach with your tongue. I'd rather just eat it.
That is not all she told you, but I'm not going to go there.
Weren't sure whether that was the read of the mem side coming out.
Your mama was so proud.
But I still haven't paid y'all back for the damn finches shit.
The what? Finches.
Bird.
Oh, yeah. What he said.
Finch.
You can pay it forward.
What? No. What's the bird? Tell me, what's that story?
They gave us 2 finches.
In a little
For
cage.
the children.
So the first thing Bill had to do was go buy a bigger cage. So immediately we got him. All right.
And the female did not like the male. So you feed him. If he tried to eat, she would run him off, and so he finally learned to stand over here until she got through, and he asked permission.
The bitch.
She laid eggs, and we're like, oh, cool.
Made it ass sit on them.
He'd sit on them, then she'd eat them.
She'd eat the motherfucker. Like, damn.
Eat the eggs?
Yeah. He called me up. He said, they're dead. Don't you send me no more birds. They're cannibals.
And if you put anything in here for these things to build the nest, they throw it out. You know, you gotta pick that shit up too. It's like, okay, when they finally died, yes, we may have something to do with that, but anyway, when they finally died, it took all I could do to ship them back to them.
He wanted to, but he didn't.
Yes, I wanted to. She kept me from it. I wanted to ship them back to them.
That would have been perfect.
So the phone call we get is Bill calls us, Hank comes running up, Daddy, the birds are asleep in the bottom of the cage. So Bill goes to check the birds as well. They're not asleep, this is part of life, they're dead. Explains all this and goes kind of talking through all the trash, and he made them a nest because they couldn't make a nest, and he thought maybe they're domestic birds, they don't know how to make the nest. So Bill made them a nest. They tore the nest
up. Well, Gene
actually
had the
and threw all the crap out.
Yeah, little decorative something. It was a nest, and I said, okay, well, let's put it in there.
Nice.
Yeah, so Sarah gets on the phone. She knows exactly what's happened. She says, oh, yeah, poor Hank. He's probably really upset. Bill, let me talk to little Hank. So Hank gets on and says, well, actually, the birds are dead. So Sarah says,
well, gee, Hank, that's just terrible. Have you held a funeral for him? And he says, no, Aunt Sally, I haven't. I said, well, Hank, you're going to have to go get your me mama. And you've got to make some little crosses, and you're going to have to get a little box. Because I knew what Bill had done. He had thrown them in the trash. I knew what he had done.
Not exactly. We played Star Trek with him.
they were no man had gone before.
I'm telling you. Captain, we just do not have enough power. We must flush these down.
They weren't gone
They
yet.
weren't gone.
They weren't gone.
They had to be pulled back, put in a little box. The little crosses were made. And they had to have the
Meemaw
bird
came
burial.
down. There was a proper burial with little crosses and everything. Meemaw came to see him.
Captain, we just do not have enough power.
Bill, you get on the phone and call your sister and tell her to not ever send any more live animals.
Oh, I still owe her one for this. Exactly. I'm sorry, brother.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Weren't you telling the story about me pouring the oil into the dipstick hole? Wasn't that you?
I have more.
I think that was you.
Would you like more?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like more?
There are more. You can tell all the stories you want.
No, you don't
But
want more. Trust me.
just as soon as you
Why Sarah said, this is payback for the dipstick thing.
and more.
I'll have more. Would you like more?
Or if you've done more, that'll just mean more payback.
But that means I'll help you.
Well, no, I vote for more.
Yeah, I want some of these.
I'm saying if there's another.
What about the car?
The car.
Yeah, the car.
Oh, second gear.
I couldn't find drive because the little thing is broken off, and I couldn't
It
get
really
it.
is a little bit above low. I mean, you know, in nature, and everybody knows vehicles, drive is just a shift above low.
This thing was so
Yeah.
unreliable. I did not
And people
trust.
coming to the store and going,
Henry, Sally gets to ABAC and her
and
car
this
has
car
smoke
is
coming
steaming out the front of it, you know?
Nothing would kill it.
Dad just ignores it.
No, well,
So we're riding
I didn't
up
drive
from-
that down to ABAC except when I was in high school.
Yeah, well, we were taking a little 3-mile ride up from one exit to the other on the side road with her and Ruth Ann in the front, and I'm in the back.
Shivers.
And I'm sitting back here, and Sally is going. It's like, what? And I'm like, Sally, bump it up just like, no, it'll go in reverse. I said, bump it up just a little bit. It'll go in neutral before it go in reverse. So I finally convinced her to do that. Just like, what? And she must say,
He's right. That's exactly what happened. Oh, yeah, he's right. I did. He's right. That had a cracked manifold.
Would you like more?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, in second gear, 70 miles an hour, 79 miles down the road. Wah,
It wouldn't go 70 miles an hour.
Yes, it was quite amusing.
That was funny.
It wasn't near as funny as seeing her ass inside that hood with a funnel about this big around and her pouring oil down the damn
It was a transmission fluid funnel. She put it in. No, I used a transmission fluid.
It was going. It was
Oh.
going in the engine, but it was in the dipstick hole. The damn oil thing right up there on top of the manifold up here, right there on the valve. Big old hole. You got a big hole that big around. You pour a hole, pour it in. She's going for this one.
Now the guys had shown him where it was, but they had not shown me.
Yeah, she's inside the hood, and I'm like, oh hell, you done screwed up now. She's like, what? I'm like, you have screwed this thing up. You need to go in there and tell Daddy. And which commenced opening up the Bardol can, the oil treatment system, crank up the motor, rev it up just a little bit right on the side of the carburetor, and pour it in. Which commenced in the alleyway here.
Oh, yeah.
You have a great cloud of smoke
it's
everywhere.
Not see through it. It was terrible. Oh, it was awful.
And her and Daddy come out, and Daddy's like, oh my God. So I was like,
Yeah, it was what?
and I was like, you screwed it up.
How did you call hell growing up from him?
Oh, I did. It was awful.